Peace and wellness to the family. I've begun to enjoy taking these walks with y'all. I have become very emotionally secure, and this has been very beneficial for me psychotherapeutically, because I can express my thoughts in a way that in past relationships I can't communicate them based off of the nostalgic self-image of myself that unfortunately I developed for myself. But through transformation, I have come into a new part of myself to where I can share, and it could be a benefit for those that are on a similar path. Speaking of path, I want to talk about people seeing you as you see yourself, and thinking about how people don't buy what you have to offer as an entrepreneur. They actually buy into you. They buy how you embody yourself and your services. But what do I mean by this? I've come to realize that the more I invest into myself, the more people buy into me. So I'm ultimately buying into myself. So I focus on polishing my skills. I focus on sharpening my mind. I focus on implementing discipline and putting elevated actions over how I feel or emotions. And we can start off with motivation. Motivation could be a good start for us, but we must obtain discipline to continue to maintain and accomplish our goals. So when you get up here and you're communicating and you're talking and you're on your YouTube, don't share your videos. Share yourself. Share the deepest parts of yourself. See, it's a part of your brand script to do so, because when you're able to turn a negative into positive in communicative form, share it on a personal level, something that might have went wrong for you, but you turned it into good. You transmuted it, and you share that story, and you're able to be vulnerable about it. And vulnerability is powerful. It's empowering because it shows that you can lay everything on the table and talk about it and not be ashamed, because you have nothing to be ashamed of. Being you is a beautiful thing. But being you is also a spiritual thing. It takes a lot of spiritual practices and solutions coming into being secure with who you are and finding who you are to the core of you. And it is a gift to find purpose in your soul purpose, because a lot of people don't know what their purpose is or how to find it. So when you're sharing and self-sharing yourself, you can go through what I like to call a quantum shift when you start not just living your life, but you start creating it. Because self-sharing is so powerful, because you have to know how powerful you are just by holding this device in front of your face and being able to talk with confidence about things that you go through, about your business, about life. Anything that you're able to communicate in front of this device and a lens should put you in a place of great self-concept. The more you're repetitive at it, the more you go at it, and the more you practice, and the more that you become comfortable in front of it. You'll start learning that with communication equals cash flow. And the more that you can master that art and share of self-sharing, the more you can connect with your clients, the more you can connect with the people that you need to service. And believe me, those people will be easy to find when you're manifesting, because your story is valuable. Your service is valuable. You yourself are valuable. You just have to find what is valuable about self to be able to share it and communicate it in a way that it can resonate and impact the people that is out there waiting to hear what you have to say. But how do you know what you have to say? One of the ways I find out is through meditation. I have come into understanding that the more I go into the inner world, into my inner dimensions of self, on the inward path, on the adventure, the more I'm guided to do what it is that I'm doing right now. Do I fully know why? I don't. Do I fully have to know why? Not at all. But do I have to know my why? Absolutely. And what is my why? Personally, I can share that with y'all because it's a part of my brand scripting. So my why is I want to take a community initiative to be able to bring awareness to holistic living, because I've been vegan for 10 years and I want people ultimately to moderate their diet, because I know that will eventually help heal the planet. I talk a lot about geosciences and planetary wellness in my previous videos if y'all want to tune into those, but I'm a strong believer in the first steps to raising up the consciousness is the eating of live foods. With that being said, that's my why. And I'm very passionate about this. Now, that's not everybody's desired reality. That might not be your desired reality. But if I share it, and if you share yours in some way, if somebody was to implement that in any type of way in moderation, it can improve their way of living. And that's what it's all about. And that's what I want y'all to think about. Don't share your videos. Share yourself. Self-sharing can change your life and your family's life and their family's life forever. Generational wealth and health when you're speaking about yourself. Peace and wellness to the family.